Today's episode explores inner alignment, resolution after conflict, and steady growth. Vesta guides our sacred fire, Sankalpa grounds intention, gratitude anchors us, balance tempers care, and Zen reminds us the path is already speaking. Namaste, witchlings. Welcome, 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 one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where magic meets mindfulness, and we take just a moment to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. Now, whether you are returning or joining us for the very first time, I am so glad you're here. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Di, your yoga witch and guide, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am debating between a desert rose and a palm stone of selenite. Light your candle or some incense. Settle in with your cup, with your coffee, tea, cocoa, or whatever brew is filling your mug today. And let's go step into today's wisdom and self-care together. Now, if this space resonates with you, don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps our witchling community continue growing. And speaking of growing, you can now join as a witchling member of our channel. Yay! Your membership helps me keep creating all this magic. And it lets us stay connected in deeper, far more meaningful ways. So if you feel called to support our channel and you have the disposable income to do so, maybe you would like to step a little closer into the coven here, go ahead and tap that join button and come on in. We do not have birthdays today, sad face. As I light our flame, may it shine as a beacon of hope for those finding their way through the dark. We hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, for our witchlings and their loved ones who are facing some difficult moments, keeping all of them within our sacred circle here. And for all of us here in the States right now, and now, with the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we invite the ancestors to join us here today. All right, my witchlings, let's take a look at what holidays and observances are popping up today. We start our day with Get to Know Your Customers Day. As a deeply customer-facing, community-rooted business, this particular holiday feels like a love letter. Every class attended, every candle lit, question asked, or message sent is a relationship, not a transaction. Today, my loves, is about listening, learning, and remembering that Di the Yoga Witch exists because of the people like you who show up. Thank you all for trusting me with your practice, your stories, and your growth. It is Humanitarian Day. This one aligns straight to the bone. Di the Yoga Witch has always been about care, compassion, justice, and showing up for one another, especially when systems fall short. Humanitarian Day is a reminder that spirituality without service is just aesthetics. Whether it's mutual aid, community care, or simply treating people with dignity, this is the work. It is also National Hat Day. Okay, but also hats. Big hats, witchy hats, sun hats, cozy hats, baseball caps that say "Don't talk to me before coffee" or "Temperamental veteran, don't ask." Hats are practical and expressive, and honestly, a good hat is an entire mood. If you see me out in the world, odds are there's going to be a ball cap involved. Celebrate accordingly. Love my ball caps. That, my loves, is our holidays. How are you going to weave them into your magic today? All right, my witchlings. It is time for us to honor the goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on our path. Today's goddess, Vesta, the Roman goddess of home and hearth, lived in every flame, tending the sacred fires that represented emotional security, spiritual steadiness, and loving connection within the household. On the Feast of Vesta, later Christianized as the Feast of the Ass, an animal sacred to her, Romans honored her with simple offerings such as homemade bread and salt cakes. Vesta was never shown unveiled in art, a quiet testament to her deep reverence in Roman society, and her Vestal priestesses were among the few trusted to negotiate peace during times of war. As guardian of the hearth, Vesta reminds us that the warmth of our homes is more than physical, it is spiritual. Her veil symbolized protection, devotion, and the sacred privacy of the inner fire that sustains love and fertility. To tend Vesta's flame was to tend harmony itself, and allowing that fire to extinguish on her holy day was seen as an omen of love or unity slipping away. Today invites a gentle rekindling of your own hearth. Light a candle, strike a match, turn on the oven, or even just flip on a light as a symbolic flame, and ask Vesta to renew the warmth and peace of your space, keeping that light burning throughout the day. For peace in any conflict you face, place a white candle in a window as a sign of truce, then break bread for the birds outside, letting them carry your wish for harmony across the world. That's our goddess today, my loves. Let's see what the oracles have. Our first oracle today is inconsistencies, followed by inevitable. And last but not least, whoop, whoop, boom, we have triggers. The inconsistencies between your words and your actions are definitely impossible to ignore, and they ripple outward, creating the inevitable moments that activate some old triggers in the people around you. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. You are being asked to pause, take responsibility, and look honestly at where your alignment is missing. Growth begins when patterns are acknowledged instead of defended. This is a call to do the inner work, to choose integrity over impulse, and to commit to being a steadier, more conscious presence, not just for others, but for yourself as well. That's our oracles. Now it's time to see what the unicorns are telling us. A period of reflection leads to clarity, fairness, and resolution. Quiet inner work now helps ease outside tensions, bringing balance, calm, and some long-awaited relief after conflict. First card is the Hermit. When the spiritually unfettered unicorn comes to the inquirer with the Hermit card, it's an indication of time for reflection. This may come as a period of study and learning in order to better oneself, improving one's quality of life. Meditate, enroll in a course, or seek advice and direction from a learned source. Next, we have Justice. Dealings with authority figures, members of council, or legal matters pending. The outcome will be successful and fair. Equity, virtue, honor, and just rewards. Last but not least, we have the Five of Rods reversed. Relief. Calm after a conflict. Our reading here opens with the Hermit, inviting you into a quieter, more introspective phase. This is a sacred pause meant for reflection, study, and intentional growth. Time spent turning inward so you can elevate your quality of life. This might take shape through meditation, formal learning, or seeking guidance from a trusted mentor who can help illuminate your path. Next comes Justice, signaling matters connected to authority figures, contracts, or legal or ethical concerns that are still unfolding. While these situations may feel weighty, the scales are ultimately balancing in your favor, and fairness will prevail. We close with the Five of Rods reversed, bringing reassurance that the tension and discord are easing. Resolution is close at hand, allowing peace, relief, and cooperation to replace conflict and strain. That is the tarot. And now, my witchlings, let's bring the Oracle and Tarot together into one clear message, a single stream of guidance flowing through each and every card. Drop me a comment and tell me what resonates here. Inconsistencies, inevitable triggers, the Hermit, justice, Five of Rods reversed. The story begins with inconsistencies revealing a gap between words and actions that cannot stay hidden. These mixed signals set the stage for inevitable consequences, moments where unresolved patterns rise to the surface and activate triggers, both within you and in those around you. This isn't punishment, my friends. It is feedback asking for honesty and accountability. Enter the Hermit, who urges you to step back from the noise and turn inward. Reflection, study, meditation, or guidance from a mentor becomes the medicine that restores alignment. As insight deepens, justice appears, pointing to matters involving authority, ethics, or fairness that are still in motion. Truth is being weighed carefully, and the outcome favors balance and integrity when you stand in it fully. The journey concludes with the Five of Rods reversed, signaling the easing of tension. Conflict dissolves as inner clarity replaces defensiveness, allowing relief, cooperation, and calm to take root where struggle once lived. That is our reading today. Our affirmation for today. I choose alignment between my words, actions, and values. I face truth with honesty, do the inner work with courage, and allow clarity to dissolve conflict. Balance, accountability, and peace guide my path forward. That's our affirmation today. Hey y'all, step into DtYW where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry and then snuggle up with DtYW mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, pet hoodies, and so much more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe even your familiar, and bring a little witchy ass sparkle into your daily life. Again, that is DtYW.shop. If you are enjoying this little podcast here and would like to step just a little deeper into the coven, consider clicking on that join button and becoming a member of our channel. There are some amazing perks for all of my witchlings with levels starting at just a single solitary $1 a month. Also, a quick little reminder that you can also help this channel for free by subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. I very much appreciate all of your support. You guys are the absolute bestest witchlings in the world. Thank you so very much for tuning in. All right, y'all, back to the show. All right, you guys, it's time for the Sanskrit bit. Our word for the week is Sankalpa. Today, we integrate Sankalpa by letting it walk beside us, steady, patient, and quietly guiding our choices. Begin your day by recalling your Sankalpa before you step fully into motion. You don't need ceremony, just a recognition. A breath or a moment of remembering who you intend to be as the day unfolds. As the day carries its usual weight, responsibilities, conversations, transitions, use your Sankalpa as a pause point. When tension rises or fatigue starts creeping in, return to it. Not to correct yourself, but simply to recenter. How would this choice look if I were honoring my intention right now? Then, as evening arrives, soften. Reflect without judgment. Notice where your Sankalpa showed up naturally and where it kind of slipped away. Both are teachers. Thursday is not about doing it perfectly. It's about practicing presence in real time. This is how Sankalpa becomes lived wisdom. It is not declared once, but remembered again and again. That's our Sanskrit bit for today. All right, my friends, it is time for Namaste. Namaste says, practice some gratitude, or practice gratitude. Spend time throughout the day thinking or writing down the things you are thankful for, such as the morning sun, warm oats and fruit, the flower smiling back at you on your morning walk, a job to support your lifestyle, or whatever it may be. Noticing these little things and practicing gratitude is the first step in programming your mind to focus on the positive while releasing the negative. Eventually, there will be fewer and fewer of these negative thoughts and less stress. Instead of, I don't think I can handle another day of this traffic, you might instead think, this commute provides me the time to listen to my favorite podcasts. Yay! This bright new outlook can bring positive changes throughout many, many aspects of your life. That, my friends, is Namaste. Self-compassion. Self-compassion asks us to find the sweet spot. What is an act of self-compassion and self-care that you can take today that is neither self-denial nor self-indulgence? So, my loves, it is time now for our moment of Zen from the little book of Zen. We have a rather popular Zen mondo today. A monk was anxious to learn Zen and said, I have been newly initiated into the Brotherhood. Will you be gracious enough to show me the way to Zen? The master said, do you hear the murmuring sound of the mountain stream? The monk said, yes, I do. The master said, here is the entrance. Love it. And that, my friends, is our moment of Zen for today. And now, my loves, I want to leave you with this blessing. May today offer you the courage to look within and the grace to act with integrity. May truth settle gently in your heart, tension soften in your world, and calm replace conflict. Walk forward grounded, clear, and supported, guided by balance, wisdom, and peace. Blessed be, and namaste, my witchlings. And now, my lovelies, my friends, my witchlings, it is time to wrap up the show for today. With the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors for joining us here today. Now, my friends, before we go, just a quick little reminder that this space here exists solely because of our witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors yet, simply shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love. So let's do us all a huge, huge, huge favor and do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. Go ahead and join the channel if you have the ability to do so and the desire. And please tell a friend about us. And now, my loves, it is that time. Let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness in this world. Please let us choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through it. And then make sure you tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they matter. Because time moves way faster than any of us ever realize, and the chances to say I love you are never, ever guaranteed. And if you take one thing and one thing only away from everything I say and do here every day, please, please let it be that you always remember you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose is real, even if you haven't discovered what it is yet. I was 45 before I found mine. I love you guys to bits. You have no idea how much I love you. I will see you soon. Namaste, my witchlings. Consider joining the YouTube channel as a member. Click the join button, and for as little as 99 cents a month, you will get access to our private Discord, custom emojis, early access to videos and chats, and so much more. Extra perks are coming with the higher tiers, of course, but please, let's not break the bank. We appreciate all your support as we grow this wonderful community together. So go tap that join button and come on in, y'all. Join the Coven on Patreon for exclusive rituals, behind the scenes content, bonus blogs, early access to classes, and so much more. It's also a way to get access to our private Discord server. Tiers start at just $1 a month at patreon.com/DtYW Witch. You want to buy your favorite Gen X Witch a cup of coffee? You can fuel my caffeine habit at buymeacoffee.com/die.witch. The Yoga Witch. All of my links are in the description and on my link tree, which is linktree/DtYW Witch. Looking for some personalized guidance? Well, in that case, you can book a one-on-one yoga or coaching session, join one of my workshops, or explore my rituals and services at yogawithdylin.com. As an ordained minister, I also offer blessings, ceremonies, and custom rituals for life's milestones. You can check out all of those services at DtYWwitch.com. Don't forget, the merch shop is open. You can check that out at DtYWwitch.shop for all your witchy merch and some handmade earrings and necklaces made by yours truly. That is DtYWwitch.shop. Sunday through Thursdays, we are catching Di's daily divinations and self-care. And now on Fridays, coffee and cues with me, your favorite yoga witch, again, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Tune in for the Yoga Witch podcast series. Yay! Tuesdays, it is Bitchin Witch, where I share some of my more passionate opinions as a witch, veteran, an advocate, and a badass woman. Thursdays, we are settling in for the Yoga Witch's Cauldron. I bring my 30 years of practice and weave it together with my yoga and a few other topics. You can catch both of my podcasts at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then finally, we end our week with our Friday night guided meditation and yoga nidra asana at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.